Hello, my loves. How is everybody doing? So, I've honestly been wanting to make videos on my journey, and I've understood that I need to become more of a teacher. But currently, right now, I have been feeling very, not disconnected, but a lot of us right now, and I think you guys heard me say this in a previous video, but a lot of us right now are in this waiting period where we are evolving. And because we're evolving, a lot of the old belief systems are crumbling. But because we are evolving, ascending, right? And I try not to use big words like that because it's really not a fancy thing. It's just as a collective consciousness, a lot of us are waking up. So we are seeing the magic. We are understanding that there is much more than this 3D. We are understanding that we don't need to operate in fear anymore. We are understanding that there is a bigger purpose, and the bigger purpose is us. Us existing, us understanding that we can lead with love. We can do what we want to do and have a happy life. We don't need to operate from a place of fear or lack anymore, from a place of lack of abundance, right? Because the thing is that you are abundant. There's no lack. You just have an abundance of lack, if that makes sense. So because we are ascending as a collective consciousness, if you guys know, a lot of people have been talking about that. This is a beautiful time to be alive right now. A lot of the old ways, and I don't really use the term 3D and 5D because 5D isn't like a destination, like a physical location. It's just what you are vibrating at, I suppose, to put in simplest terms. So because there's a split between our beliefs, how we were programmed, how we were conditioned, being brought up, which is, like I said, to operate in fear, which is to believe that we don't have enough, to believe that we aren't in control, to believe that everything is outside of us. Now that a lot of us are realizing that everything is within us, that we do have control, that we have a say on how we want our life to live, that we have a say. We are the magic. We are the magic. We are the miracles. We are the blessings. We are so fucking powerful because a lot of people are realizing that they're not going to go. They're not going to go with the programming. We are saying, fuck that. I know that I can create the life that I want because I am co-creating with the universe, because I am source experiencing self. Therefore, I am so fucking powerful. Because we are in between, those worlds, and realizing that your ego, and your ego isn't bad, I always say this, but your ego, like I said, keeps you in a safe box, even when your safe box is toxic. So because we are ascending, it's as if, your mind, your ego, your old beliefs are grasping at you and trying to pull you down and trying to tell you, like, hey, stay here. This is what you know. This is what you're used to. So because of that, we are kind of in this waiting period of the in-between. And for me, at least, I am battling between feeling disconnected and feeling connected. I've been like this for 2 months already. And it comes and goes in waves. Some days I'm super connected and some days I'm not. Versus this whole year, which I was really connected. And the reason is because we are ascending. That is a sign that you are ascending because your old beliefs are crumbling. Remember I said the foundation underneath you is crumbling because the foundation that you were built on wasn't even yours to begin with. Wasn't even stable to begin with. So because those foundations are crumbling, you're, being called to rest. I'm being called to rest. I'm being called to chill. I'm being called to reflect on everything going on my life, on how far that I've come. But yeah, I been wanting to tap into a deeper conversation with you guys. Like I posted a video yesterday or 2 days ago talking about trusting the universe, and my words were everywhere because the flow of my words have not been easy lately because I need to ground myself a lot more. So I just wanted to say that's what's been going on a lot lately. So if you feel yourself kind of things are crumbling underneath you, your old systems are going away, your old beliefs are crumbling, just know that it's because you are evolving. And the way to evolve is to just align with yourself. And how do you align with yourself? You do the inner work. You be authentic. regardless of what people have to say about you, you speak your truth. You follow your heart, you follow your passion, you lead with love and gratitude, and you just simply try your best. You try your best. And by doing the inner work, by exploring you, by exploring the magic, by getting in touch with Mother Earth, music, whatever your passions are, you align with yourself, your soul, who you've been. Because when you're doing that, you're saying fuck you to the conditioning, to the programming, to the beliefs. You're saying fuck you to the outside noise that kept you in such a distraction from yourself. When you put the phone down and when you go outside and when you're in solitude, you get to learn so much about yourself. It is you know how dangerous it is to be alone, to be in the silence. That's why the conditioning of the world tries to keep you in this chase mindset, because they want to keep you, the darkness in this world is trying to keep you from yourself. But remember, my love, you are source experiencing itself in this perspective. This is just a dreamlike state. And I don't mean dream as in the sense that it's not real, because it is real. But I mean dream in the sense of, how people can lucid dream and they can create their dreams, they change their dreams. This is what that is. You create your reality because you are experiencing this. This is just a aspect of you that you are experiencing from a different perspective from this human form. So you create your own reality. And it's a beautiful fucking thing, right? And I had no idea where this video was going today. I just sat here and talked because I just knew I wanted stuff to talk about and whatever the fuck is going on currently. But yeah, I'm very much in this in between. I have no idea where I'm going. But see, that's the thing, is that I know that something big is coming. And I said this previously, I do. But I feel like right now is it's such an unknown, so much unknown going on, which I'm learning to embrace the unknown. Because after all, you do grow, when you have no idea what's going on. You do grow when times are difficult. Yes, this past year for me was so beautiful, so fucking beautiful, but I grow the most when I'm doing the hard thing. And I'm not saying this past year wasn't hard, because it was, but I was in a constant high of just feeling so connected. And I have to remember that I am human. I have to remember that I still need to work through things. I'm not done with my life here. That was just a chapter of my life. There's a brand new chapter here that is now called integration. That is now called, I'm going to be a teacher. I'm going to share my words, my wisdom on a bigger platform. I'm going to be seen and heard by more people. This is the integration part. And so before the integration, before I can fully ascend to that stepping stone, like I said, we're in this waiting period. I'm in this waiting period where my old beliefs are crumbling. And it's like saying, hold on to me, because that's all I've known. But I tapped into my higher mind, so I know that there's much more on the other side, and I'm ready for this next chapter of my life. And yeah, so it's wavering. That's why I've just been feeling so disconnected, because I'm like up and down, up and down, up and down, which I never experienced this before. This is a whole different experience. And what's funny is these are like stepping stones. And I had someone say this today. He said, imagine your obstacles as when you are rock climbing and you're putting your hands in the rock climbing wall, the rock, to get to where you need to go. He said, imagine your obstacles as that. Every obstacle you go to is a rock climbing rock, I guess, on the wall, and it's getting you closer to your highest self, your mind, your aligned soul, who you are, is getting you closer to you, right? And yeah, this is the next part of that. After this whole beautiful death and rebirth, which was hard but beautiful, because I was always connected. And we're always connected, right? It's just you have this illusion that you're not. But I didn't have that illusion until recently, after this whole year. And it's like I closed that. I've ascended another step, and another chapter opened. And so I'm like, damn, this one I'm really being forced to trust. To trust that this whole year, the work that I didn't go unnoticed. And when you are on this spiritual journey, healing journey, when you are closing chapters, the universe, spirit source gives you more. And I said this in my video that I actually deleted. It's as if every time you go through a spiritual awakening, every time you put yourself first, every time you do the hard thing, the universe gives you a key to a door to unlock. And each key is the next level. And don't think level as if you're better than anybody, because nobody's higher or more advanced than anybody. I just mean level in your own personal spiritual journey, right? And so when you're getting these keys and you're unlocking the next door, because you are evolving consciousness, you are now attracting things into your frequency that you are now vibrating at. Because you are now more aligned with who you are, you can now handle more awareness. Like I said, every time you go on this journey, you're dissolving layers and you become more aware, more aware, more aware. So because you're more aware, you're attracting that is alike with you. And so now in this chapter, I'm able to handle this, because if I was given this trust a year ago, I would have not been able to do it. And that's not to say, like yesterday I was in a fucking negative spiral thought and I had to really ground myself. But if this was given to me a year ago, I would not have been able to even get out of that mindset to even be able to ground myself. So because I did the inner work, because I understand on a deeper level, I understand that everything is working out for me, that I don't operate in the fear, that I shouldn't be operating in the fear. And operating in the fear isn't bad, but I understand that the fear is keeping me down, right? So now that I understand that this fear is keeping me down, I understand that I am a co-creator with the universe, that I understand that I create my reality. I understand that my words have power, that my thoughts have power, that I understand that I decide how the fuck I want my life to go, because this world is magic. I can now take on the responsibility of trusting in the unknown more deeply in order to get to this next level of ascension that is given to me. Because this next level, I know, you guys, is something is coming. I really want to be seen and heard on a bigger platform by a lot more people. And a year ago, I wouldn't have been able to be ready for that. And I know that I am now. So that's a manifestation that I'm working on. And so I'm trusting in myself, in my abilities. I'm trusting in the signs, in the synchronicities. I'm trusting in my wisdom, in my experiences. I'm trusting that I can ground myself. There's so much trust going into, I'm keeping blind faith. There's so much trust that goes into this. And that's why this in-between is so shaky, because I feel like I'm going to the next step of my journey here as a soul, as a human, as what I'm meant to do here for my own personal journey, what I'm being called to do. So I just want to talk about this just in case anybody else is in that middle ground. Just know that you are probably, you're being prepared for the next part of your journey, and you're always only going upward. You're only going upward. The only next possible outcome is your manifestation to be delivered in the physical. That's the only next possible outcome. And even if it's not here right now, I know that it is. And so I'm being forced to trust a lot. And it's a difficult road, but it's as difficult as you make it. And we're human, remember? So you're always going to have days where you fucking doubt. And it still gets to me, and I'm learning. But you're just able to ground yourself faster and easier. And yeah, I just wanted to come on here and talk about that, just because I feel like as a collective, a lot of us are in this unknown, as if we know something's coming, but then it's not here, right? And we feel like something like the anticipation, but we feel like we shouldn't be taking action right now. We should be receiving. But because we're receiving, we don't see it yet. So it's confusing, right? So just in case you're in this in between, just know that you're not alone, because I'm experiencing that too. But you're feeling that because you are evolving. So congratulations. It's a beautiful fucking journey, confusing, beautiful journey to be on. I also want to remind you that this world is what you make of it. If you decide that things are going to be difficult, if you decide that you don't want the best outcome, then the best outcome is not going to be given to you. And I understand that a lot of us are handed shitty situations, but see, this journey is here to help you move on and move past through your trials and your tribulations, through your obstacles, through your trauma. It's here to help you. There's no excuse for what you've gone through, for how people have treated you, for how we treat people, but it's here to help you move past all of that, to heal, to get back to yourself, to get back to the love, to get back to the openness of understanding that you are worthy, right? This journey here is meant to be challenging. Remember that. This journey here is meant to be challenging. It's not meant to be easy. Although, like I said, you can make it as easy as you want it to be, but it's meant to be challenging. Because you, after all, decided to be a human. Because you knew by being a human, you would experience what it is to be mad, to have fear, to have jealousy, to have love, right? To have happiness. You wanted to experience what it was like to overcome an obstacle, because you know at the end of the day, you know that you are stronger because of it. So you get to reflect on the overall individual and your strength, and you know you have a good sense of self. You wanted to experience that. So remember, it's meant to be challenging. And like I said, that's no excuse for how people treat you, because people shouldn't be treating you like that. But two things can exist at once. It's not okay, but you understand that it's meant to be challenging. So if, you know, there is a lot of confusion going on right now in your life, just know that in the midst of confusion, allow yourself to feel what you are going through, because the confusion is probably trying to tell you to relax, take a step, meditate, go outside, get clear on what you want, where you're headed, what you want to, where you want to go, and listen and feel and listen your intuition. And the confusion is leading you to your journey, your higher purpose, whatever it is that you want your life to be. That's where it's leading you to. And it's crazy how that has to happen for us to really understand ourselves. We have to go through the confusion. We have to go through the difficult times to really understand ourselves. But remember, you wouldn't be handed this stuff, this confusion, these obstacles, if you weren't strong enough to overcome it. Period. Point blank. You would not be handed this if you were not strong enough to overcome it. Remember that. You are strong enough to overcome it. And I guess I'm going to do a little bit of positivity right now. I want to remind you that no matter what is thrown your way, no matter who tries to bring you down, no matter who does not understand you, don't ever allow them to keep you. There's a black cat running right now. Can I okay, there was a black cat. I tried to turn around to show you guys, but it didn't. I don't think you guys saw it. Oh, also, ignore my mess in the back. I'm so sorry. I was moving, and your girl's a traveler, so I'm a traveler spirit, so I just keep shit in my car. We'll probably get into another conversation about that, but yeah, no matter who tries to bring you down, you guys, no matter who tries to tell you that you aren't capable, whatever it is, don't ever allow the outside noise to stop you from pursuing what you want to pursue. Convince you that you are not good enough to pursue your dreams. Convince you that you are not strong enough. Convince you that you can't do it, because you can do it. You got to understand that there are going to be a lot of people out there who are going to try to bring you down, who are going to try to tell you that you can't do it, because they're just projecting. Because the more light that you are, the more shadows that you cast. So allow people, let them feel and think what they want to think. But I want to remind you that you are an amazing fucking person, and you are powerful, and no matter what is thrown your way, you can overdo it, and I want to see you overcome it. You can overcome it, and I want to see you overcome it, because you are that fucking powerful. You are that powerful, and it takes time and day by day, but my love, don't ever give up on yourself. Don't ever give up on yourself. You need to be your biggest cheerleader. I'm your biggest cheerleader. You can do it, okay? Okay, my love. I love you guys.